So I haven't made a video since like 1945 or something like that. It's been quite a long time. I'm not going to catch up with everything that's been happening in the Big Brother house. I'm just going to dive right into it. Ooh, like Michael Phelps or someone. So last night, housemates had to do a task involving temptation. And the more they turned down temptation, the more points they got. And the more points they got, the higher their chances were winning this luxury shopping budget task grocery list thing so that they can have good food to eat so that Emma can get her avocados. And the first little temptation thing was for Alex, Chelsea, I think, and like someone else and maybe someone else. And it was a fry up breakfast, which is like the British, like a really good cooked breakfast that you would want if you're really hungry and if you haven't had like a good breakfast in a long time. Like the housemates haven't probably had a really good breakfast in a long time. So they get offered that, they turn it down, and they're like, "Oh, we can smell it. We can smell it from over here. It smells so good, doesn't it?" And they didn't eat it. It might have been Jackson too in the first lineup. And in the second lineup, the second wave of people is Evelyn, Emma, Laura, and Andy. And this one was loved ones, or like their boyfriends, pretty much. It was their boyfriends. And they had to resist turning around and seeing them in order to get points. But nobody fucking resisted. They all pressed their little buttons. They all got points taken away from them, and they all went and saw their boyfriends. Emma wasted no time. As soon as she heard her boyfriend's voice, he was like, "Hey, she was like, she was out. She was like, "Oh my god, boyfriend." And earlier in the day, she was just talking about how horny she was and stuff. And they like win a night together. They don't only just like win a moment together. They get to where they can only talk for like a second. They get the whole night together. They get to sleep in the same bed and like fuck and all this stuff if they want to. But like none of them are trying to do that. But anyway, Emma sees her boyfriend. Andy pushes the button when he hears his boyfriend's name. He's like, "Push the button, baby." And he pushes the button and he turns around and he's like, "Oh my god, marry me." And oh my gosh, how convenient. His boyfriend, Andy, I think his boyfriend's name is Andy too, isn't it? Andy and Eddie or something. His boyfriend had a ring. Now I know most people at home are probably like, "Oh my god, that's so cute." But I was like, this is the most staged. If I wasn't already convinced that this show was staged, I'm convinced now this is the most staged shit I've ever seen in my life. So he pulled out a ring and he like proposes. He doesn't even get down on one knee. He just like, "Marry me," or "Will you marry me?" or "Can you marry me?" or it was like so unromantic. I would not want to be proposed to in the fucking Big Brother house. Are you kidding me? Woo! And then and the next person was Emma, Andy, Laura. Laura had this fuck buddy from Mexico fly in to see her. Apparently, that's like one of her greatest loves of her life and all this stuff, which is weird because she has never, ever, ever said anything, or we haven't seen anything in the episodes about her mentioning him ever. But I guess the housemates kind of knew about him because they're all like, "Oh, this is the guy you were talking about from Miami that you met in Miami who's from Mexico that you guys used to fuck around and all this." She's like, "Yeah, that's him, that's him." So I guess he's legit. Anyway, he's fucking fine. He looks so fucking, ooh, he's sexy. And so is Emma's boyfriend. God damn, they should have been in the house instead of these old fucking Chelsea and Jason. You should have had Emma's boyfriend and Laura's boyfriend in the house. They are so fine. Anyway, oh, and Huey got to see his boyfriend, or not his boyfriend, his mom. That was his temptation thing, like a dinner or a breakfast or a lunch date or whatever with his mom because it was his birthday. And so he pushes the button and sees his mom. But in my opinion, he was really the only one who deserved to lose points for the house because it was his birthday and his mom was like right there. And it's like, you can't say no to your mom on your birthday for having lunch when she comes to the house to see you. Like, you know what I mean? You know. So, and everyone else I just felt like were being kind of greedy. Even Jason, like, his dog came to see him, KO or Cali or whatever that dog's name is that he loved so much that he had in the VT. And he didn't turn around. They were telling him to. They were like, Jason, push the button. We don't care if we lose points for this luxury shopping budget. See your little doggy. And the dog was whining. But no, he still didn't do it. But all these fucking horny fucking girls and Andy want to fucking just make out with their boyfriends for 10 minutes. It's so dumb. It's like when you sign up to Big Brother, you know you're not going to be able to see your boyfriend. You know, or your girlfriend. That's part of it. Like, you should know. I don't know. So, fast forward, like, Ryan is kind of boring, but he's freaking out because he's like, oh my gosh, Huey's mom doesn't like me. She thinks I'm a slag and all this. But that's not really what Huey's mom was saying. She was just kind of commenting on Huey. She was like, I don't want you to keep taking your clothes off, and I don't want you to, get in arguments. She said nothing about Ryan. Like, yeah, she did. She said, well, Huey said that she said that she thinks he's a character or something like that, or some shit, but it got Ryan feeling the wrong way, and he's all upset, and it's just kind of boring. Their storyline is kind of boring to me, Ryan and Huey. They're kind of both dumb, in my opinion. They're both really dumb. I don't know if it's an act or if it's for real, but they both come across as, like, dumb, and it's boring to me. So, Andy, oh my god, his fucking fake ass, staged ass fucking proposal. I don't think it was staged on Andy's part. I think it was staged on Big Brother's and Eddie, the boyfriend's part. Like, the boyfriend actually seems more fucking excited to be up in the house than Andy does, to be honest. He seems like he would have been more of a fun personality to watch in the house than Andy. Maybe this is his audition for next season or for Celebrity Big Brother. And the best part of the night for me was watching Laura run around getting ready for her little night with Supermercado, as I like to call him. She was getting ready for her night. She was like running around looking for her knickers and trying to get cute. You know, she was like, I'm not gonna fuck him, but girl, if you don't fuck him, Evelyn or one of these other bitches is gonna, because that boy is fine. They're like, nay, my family is going to say, and I don't know. Are they going to watch every episode? Like, are they going to watch this? Are they going to watch this episode? So yeah, that's all that's really happened up in the house. I'm trying to think about last night. What else happened? Charlie and Jason are still doing that weird arguing couple shit. It's boring to me. Her and Jason. What I really want to know, what I really want to get down to is, what's his name? Chelsea and Jane. There is some story there that they're not fucking, they're being very tight-lipped about. And I want to know what they did, what they are to each other. They're being very quiet. She knows something about him. I think she knows something about him. But she's being a very good girl and she's not saying anything on camera. But there's something going on. There's something going on with that. And speaking of Chelsea, everyone in the house is like picking up on how he's like, not two-faced, but how he's kissing everyone's ass. He's going up to everyone and telling them, oh, you know, you're my best mate in here. We get along very well and all this stuff. And he's saying that to everyone and everyone's like, hey, Chelsea told me that too. Hey, Chelsea said that to me too. That's kind of fucking weird. So I think they're going to call him out on that soon. And I don't know. I don't think he has big bullocks. I'm ready for him to go. I'm ready for everyone to go. I'm just going to stop the video here. I'm going to stop talking because... but yeah, that's kind of all that happened last night. I don't know how often I'm going to be updating this. Sorry, the camera is bad. I broke my phone, so I can't, like, film on here. On my phone anymore. Like, I mean, I can, but... I don't want to because it's Like, I'm bleeding every time I touch it. Like, glass gets on my fucking hands. So, yeah. Stay tuned.